back to my channel. So today I'm going to be filming my very favourite video today. I love looking back on the month and looking back of what I've done and my whips of the month as well. And I'm going to start adding my whips because I have got a few, and I started one last night that I shouldn't have done, even though I said I'll be starting it next month. I couldn't help myself. So this is August finished pages. Yes, we're finally in September. Well, one more day technically, one more day. So the very first one I did this month was this Mario the Boo deck one. I did share this on Instagram. I was really happy with this one. Now what have I written down here? I've actually done this here with the Black Widow pencils. Pat on the back for me for actually writing it down. I think I've done that a couple of times this month. So if you are interested in the colour combo of the hair, it was milk, candy, rust, fire and sherbet. So that was the Black Widow, and you get the Black Widows in different sets, so I couldn't really tell you which one was from which. But the reason that I love this picture is because of the glasses. Now I used my glasses as a reference. Now they're not this pink, well they kind of are actually, pinky purple. And then because of the way that the glasses were on my desk, it was the reflection of my patio doors at the side of me. So that's what you can see there. I don't think I would have been able to think of a reflection on my own, so it was good to have a reference there. And I did a little bit of gel pen. Now the skin, I don't think that was Black Widow's. It could have been though, that's the only thing that I've not written down. It might have even been luminance for the skin, but I'm really pleased with this. And this is on the Tone Tan Strathmore paper, yeah. And I wish I did it Aurora, a different colour as well. But apart from that, I really do love this page. I'm really happy and impressed with myself with them glasses, first time colouring glasses. So I don't need to keep that on there now actually, let's keep that to one side. So that's my first PDF done. So I've just got my little notepad as well today, because I do want to keep on top of how many I've done and how many I've managed in the month. Because I'm quite curious, with next month the kids are going back to school, well, it's 2 weeks away yet. I'm curious to see how many pages I get done. So yeah, I'm gonna write that down this month. So we've got Jasmine Beckett Griffith. I think I've only done one of her pages this month, but this was in the Alice in Wonderland book. And it was this one. And I think this one is based off Van Gogh, the background. Pretty sure it is. There's a picture on the back. So I used that as the reference, even though it is teeny tiny. I did use that as a reference for all of the colours, so I hope that that's showing up. And yeah, I did this with gouache actually. It was gouache, that background. I don't think, I'm just looking, I don't think I've done any shading on the skin. That's just all alcohol markers, so I've based most of it actually with alcohol markers on this one. But the rest of it is just gouache. And a bit of Prismacolor it would have been for the shading on the hair and the dress. But yeah, it was just a fun one to do and try and recreate a Van Gogh, because I know that this is a really famous picture. Is it Starry Night? Yes, the Starry Night, that's what this is. And then you couldn't really work out the building silhouettes, so I had to go over them and black them out. But yeah, I'm quite happy with this one. I should have gone in with a little bit more orange in these areas, just to define them a bit more. Yeah, I definitely should have done. That's one thing I did miss. And looking at the reference picture, her highlights are actually orange in her eyes, which I missed out. But you can't get it perfect every time. But yeah, I'm happy with that one. So we're on number 2. I don't colour in this book all that often. I really should. That's an older page that I did, using stickles and gel pen and watercolour paint. The crackle accent on the eyes. I'm still really happy with that, and that was ages ago, ages and ages ago, that one. So that was the Jasmine Beckett Griffith one. Now I want to keep my PDFs to one side so they can go straight into my folder. I've not done a tag on this one, I've just kept my plastic sheet behind it. So we're on number 3. So this is Colour Your Eyes Wild, the very first one, by Amelia Colin. and I did this page. This was just a super easy, really simple page, and just for the background I just used the Faber-Castell soft pastels, yeah, soft pastels, just with a little cotton pad, and then I shaved it off. Actually, I shaved it off with a craft knife, and then I just blended it all over the background because I wasn't 100% sure what I was doing with the background, and I don't think I had loads and loads of time to finish this one. I just wanted to get it done. But the rest of it is again Faber-Castell polychromos. So basically it's everything Faber-Castell on this page. But I'm quite pleased how she turned out. The skin's quite nice. Did I base it? I didn't base this one. So this is all with pencil. And I'm quite impressed with the skin on this one. I know I'm looking at it myself, but I'm quite impressed with the skin. And I can tell that it's the polychromos, so you see the shine there. Really nice though. I love that hair colour. I love that hair colour. So what are we on? Number 3. Yep. So like I said, that was just a nice little easy one. These ones are lovely sized. If you don't want, you know, too much of a big project, they are really nice these, and you get double pages. I will try my best as well to link every book or PDF down below. I won't be able to link all of the different mediums, because if you know me, you know I use all sorts of mediums. So I will try and link the books as best as I can. Now this PDF is from Anacarzon. I've not coloured one of hers in a long time. And I printed this out just on the normal paper that I use, which I will link down below because I can't remember the name of it. It's not an expensive one. And then I've used, is it alcohol markers? Yep, I've based it all with alcohol markers apart from the skin. And the pencils, your guess is as good as mine, but looking at it I think it is Prismacolor. I really do think that's Prismacolor. And then my usual Distress ink background with the splatters. And I think I went a little bit over the top with the background on this one. But I do like how the mushrooms turned out. And these black shiny things, can you see them? And just down here on the mushrooms is, if I can just get it, is this one. I'm glad I picked a new one up. The Jelly Roll Glaze, the Sakura Jelly Roll Glaze in black. I love this gel pen, absolutely love it. It's up there actually with a white gel pen, the amount I use it every month. Very, very nice. This is dry, really nice and shiny. So what do you think of that one? Did I go over the top with the background? So let's move on to the next one. So now we move on to Anacarzon. Again, I'm not even going to try and pronounce this. And it's closer to the front. Yes, I just did the nameplate page on this one. It was really, really fun to do this one actually. A lot of Distress ink in the background, a little bit of polychromos, and a lot of gel pen. If I just move it like that, you can see how pretty that is. And I think that's a mixture of the Pentel Dual Hybrid, it's a right tongue twist of that, gel pens, and the Arteza gel pens as well. I'm really happy with how this turned out, and the paper took it quite well. We've got a little bit of bleed through here, but luckily that's over the hair, so I'll be able to easily cover that one. But yeah, it was just a simple, easy one that I wanted to do, more or less working on the background really. And that's everything I did out to that one. Yes, it is. So that's number 5. I did remember to do the last one. We've got a Christine Karen one, and I was really, really happy with this as well. And this was printed out on the Strathmore Tone Tan paper again. The background is just the soft pastels by Faber-Castell, just blended again on a little cotton swab. And I went around the edges. I wasn't 100% sure what to do with this one. I should have done the background first, because once I'd finished the whole picture, I was really, really nervous about destroying it, doing something stupid in the background, because I just wanted her to stand out with her cat. Now I did use luminance for all of this, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. At first when I bought them, I really did have a love-hate relationship with the Lumis, but now I really do enjoy them. I used them last night again for a full skin tone, which you'll see at the end, and again I really enjoyed them. But I think that cat is super duper cute. I like the colours that I chose, the eyes, the different colour eyes. and I went for like a gold colour. It's quite a dark gold colour. I was originally going to use the KJ Designs by Karen watercolour, but I didn't do that because I thought, how would I get the depth of the different colours? I don't know how to do that with them sort of watercolours. So if anybody's got any tips, I would really appreciate it, because it would have been nice with some splashes of gold here and there. But yeah, like I said, I was just a bit nervous, and with it being on this paper does not like water, so you'd have to be uber careful. So yeah, so what are we on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I will leave this link down below. There's another page that she's got of it's the ladies dressed up as like is it a jester, and it's got like an otter or a weasel or something like that. I really want that one. I think that'll be my next Christine Karen one. It's really, really adorable, that. So we have got again called, I'm not even going to try and pronounce it. I'm really not. On the Other Side of the Dream. But I just did this double page spread, and this was easy enough to do. Most of it is Inktense for the actual flowers and the leaves, and then the background is all watercolour. And I tried to take inspiration from this page. So there's a lot of splashes, a lot of watered down paint, your different layers of colours. That's what I tried to achieve. Some of it looks better than others. That one's not too bad. We're a bit messy up here. But this paper took the water really, really well. Yeah, really well. And the Inktense as well. I think that's absolutely beautiful. And I think this was literally, it took me about an hour to do, an hour to complete. But I need to do some more pages out of here. There was one at the back that I really liked. Which one was it? Oh, it was this one. This double page spread. I thought that was lovely. I know they're crowing wings, but they reminded me of angel wings. They do intimidate me, these sort of boots, I will be honest, because of how grayscale they are, but I think Inktense work beautifully in these boots. I like that one as well with the mushroom, a different size mushroom. I really like that one. Oh, and that owl. See this one here? Anyway, it's not meant to be a flip through of this one. So we're on number 7. I do like to try and challenge myself each month to see how many I can get done, but like I said, I'm really curious to see if next month I get more done. So which one's this one? Oh, it's the owl. So Kirby Roseanne's Imagine Mafia, and it's the owl. I will leave linked. Why did I use a big tag in that one? Linked somewhere around here. This is in 2 or 3 parts, I do believe. I filmed the background and I filmed a portion of doing the wings, I think. Maybe as a colouring chat. I can't remember. But a lot of Inktense on this one, and watercolour pulled up from the bottom to the top, to the middle, and then the top to the middle again. And I've actually used some stencils, which I don't use all that often on my colouring pages, but I think they just fitted the theme, you know, with the robots and stuff and the metal. I thought that really fit it, and I love that I use that as the popper colour. I really do like this page. So that was Imagine Mafia by Kirby Roseanne's, and what it was Inktense. It was Inktense. I'm sure it was Inktense with that. Like I said, I have filmed that. So I know that one's a whip in here, one's going to be a long whip in here because I don't like how it's turning out, but is it this one? Yeah, not that one, it's this one. So this is a whip. I will get it finished next month. I'm going to keep that in there, and I'm not going to count that. I didn't write number 8 down. I'm not going to count this as a finish because I have still got quite a lot to do with this. I'm using Prismacolor, and there's only these bits to fill in here. But I want to add a lot more detail with metallic watercolours on this one and stickles. So yeah, that's why it's not finished this month. But I think I gessoed this. Yeah, can you hear that? The pause to that. Yeah, so it is gessoed, that one. So I'm not going to class that as a finish, obviously. So that needs to be put on its own little pile with my whips for next month. We've got this book, and I bought this purely because I saw a flip on Kirsty's channel from Completed Colouring Sketch, and at first I thought I wouldn't colour them pages. They're really cutesy, and I know that I wouldn't colour them. Anyway, I caved because I saw that it was available on, oh, where was it available? That shop off Etsy, Stationery Corner. Yeah, the postage was dead quick on it. Anyway, I'll show you this one first. So this is the first one that I did, and I enjoyed every minute of it, so I made myself out to be a complete liar because once I'd started it, I really did enjoy it. So that's number 9. And with this one, I remember sending Kirsty the pictures as I was going. I think I used Coloursoft here, Prismacolor, Inktense, some Faber-Castell Polychromos for the hair, watercolour for the background. I just wanted to test a lot of medias on this page because the paper is really nice in this, and it took it fabulously. The only thing that I'm disappointed with myself, just looking back now, I should have made the nostrils a little bit darker, and I don't like the way that the eye shape turned out. That's the only thing. We've got a lot of white gel pen here. I did really enjoy this. I did it over about 3 nights though. I did take my time with this, and I watched films at the same time. Yeah, oh no, it wasn't a film, it was an audio book that I was listening to, and I nearly finished that audio book as well. But I love this one, I love it, I think she's adorable. And this is the other one that I did, so as soon as I'd finished that page I started this one. And I didn't want to start another one in this month just in case I got bored of them, but there's some adorable ones. That's going to be awesome for Halloween. Some really cute pages. Look at her. So cute. With the big eyes. Anyway, so with this one again I used Inktense for some of the leaves, and then I went over the top with Prismacolor, tiny bit of watercolour for the background. I was just purely trying to match this side. There's not really a lot going on in the background. And then just Prismacolor. I'm really happy with how this one turned out. Again, I think she's super adorable. I think I managed to colour match the hair quite well, although I missed some of these highlights at the top. I completely went overboard and coloured over the top of them. So like I said, I did get this from Etsy. I will leave that seller down below, but last time that I checked, she was low stock, or he, I don't know whether it's a he or she. They were low stock on this book, but I will try my best to find it again and leave it linked down below. So let me just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and this is number 9, so I'd already written it down. So we're getting there, slowly but surely. I've still got a handful of books and whips and stuff that I want to show you. So the next one is another Kirby Roseanne's one, and it was this double page spread. I adore how this turned out, and I'm so glad that I did most of it on film. So that was the colour of the mountains. If you are interested, I will tell you the colour of these. So it was Prismacolor, light green, parrot green, aquamarine and cobalt turquoise. That's just for the mountains. But I used mostly Inktense for all of the griffin, watercolour background on this one, and then I've added a little bit of white gel pen and some Arteza gel pen, just these little dots that you can see, just to add a little bit of something. And I love this, I absolutely love this. Actually, let me go and get my older version of this and show you a side by side. I might not be able to fit both of these on the screen, but you'll get the idea if I just push that up ever so slightly. Oh, I'm not going to do, am I? How am I going to show this? I'm going to move my camera around because I want to show you all of it. So it might be a little bit shaky, I do apologise, but now I'm holding it. So this is my recent one, and then this is the one that I did right at the start of my colouring, and I followed a tutorial from Colour with Claire, the Neo Colour 2 background, and I am so pleased with the difference. I love doing this. I've done it with the T-Rex page, I've done it with a couple of Anacarzon pages. I've just, you can see the difference in my skill over the time. I mean, the blending on that is not perfect, but yeah, you can see stroke marks opposed to it being quite smooth on this one. So yeah, that's my griffins. I think sometimes if you don't try new things and you don't test yourself, in some aspects you're not going to improve. Like, if I'd not dipped my toes into doing any sort of mixed media, I'd probably still be doing pencil now, although I'd probably be a lot better at pencil. I'm glad that I widened my horizons a little bit and tried different things, because I don't think I would be able to achieve this. And I'm really happy with this. I'm proud of myself for this one and the difference in a year or so. So yeah, it's perseverance, patience. If it doesn't work, it's just paper, just try again. So I've not written that one down. So we've got number 10. What else have we got? Oh, I caved. After saying I'm not buying this book, I saw it on so many people's channels and I thought I'm just gonna cave. But I will say I hate the paper. When I first got it, I thought really smooth, beautiful paper. It is really nice for pencils, but for any sort of water, I tell a lie, Inktense is not too bad on it because you only use a little bit of water. But using my Distress ink and watercolour was a no-no for me. So I'm not overly fussed about that page, but if there's a page in here that I really like, I'm gonna sacrifice the page behind it for use the mediums that I want to. But for the price, you know, I can't complain. I think it was £5. But in saying that, Kirby's boots are around that price and I don't get this problem. But this was a body colour. This was a body colour with Kirsty Colouring Sketch, and she went for like the natural tones, the brown tones, and it's beautiful. Hers looks so realistic. So I went the total opposite and I googled a picture of a butterfly, and this is what caught my eye, the blue one. And I thought, what's going to stand out from the blue? Let's do it yellow and orange in the background. And I've used loads and loads of stickles on this. It was really fun to do this. Apologies if you can hear the dogs barking next door. But we used Inktense on the leaves, the trunk. Actually, all of the illustration is Inktense. And then over the top is Polychromos, the Chromaflow pencils, which, is it Derwent? Yeah, Derwent Chromaflow pencils, and Coloursoft, so I've just literally mixed it up. And then again with the glaze pen. If I just bring you in, my voice is going, no. If I just bring you in, you can see all the details of the stickles. It was really fun to do this page, really fun. I might actually pick another page out of here and share it on Instagram and do a big body colour of everyone. I think that would be really fun to do. And I put loads and loads of stickles on this one because that one's meant to be the adult. And I've not used stickles in a long time, so I thought that would be fun. Actually, I'm going to do that. I'll pick a page out of this today, or maybe 2 pages, and see what people think, and I'll share it on Instagram. I haven't done that before, so we'll see. But have we written that down? We didn't write that down, did we? So that's 11. Really fun page. Distress ink as well at the top with a bit of a splatter effect, and then watercolour at the bottom with a bit of Paul Rubin metallic watercolour as well. And I did it the opposite way around. So the way that I did it is I had the boot like this and did all of this area first, pulling it down, and then once that had completely dried, I went in with the distress ink. I'm confusing myself. The distress ink, and did the splatter effect just to make sure that it was all dry. Really happy with that one. Lovely and vibrant. So that was a Circle of Life, which again I'm going to keep out actually. I'm going to take a picture for Instagram. We have got, I'll show you this one first. This one depressed the life out of me. I think this has got about 6 layers of, is it even that way around? No, it's that way around. It's probably got about 6 layers of black acrylic because I couldn't get it right. I was trying to do the Aurora Borealis. I was trying being the word, and I just got frustrated and ended up just saying I'm not doing another layer. But I tried. I think I messed it up as well with this shiny paint. But yeah, I did try and do the Aurora Borealis. What do you think of it? I mean, if you look at it from afar and you squint with one eye open, it might look okay, but me looking at it now, because the canvas has got so textured with the amount of layers of paint on. Yeah, this is an Arteza canvas as well. Oh, I got this from Kirsta. Kirsta gave me 2 of these. Thank you again, Kirsta. Yeah, I'm not overly happy with that. I was hoping it was going to be dead good and I can put it up on the wall and show people that I've done it. No, this is probably going to go at the back of my art folder that I keep everything in. But I'm still going to class that as a finish because it still did take me a while to do this one, actually. So I'm hoping, did I write that butterfly one down? I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did. We've got my very favourite one of the month. My very, very favourite one of the month. This is Nocturnes. I always pronounce it wrong. By Anastasia Caldereva. Here's my tag. Let me write it down before I forget. Number 13. And it is this one. So it's the front cover. And I didn't want to use this colour palette. But I did film. I filmed a colouring chart, a portion of the hair, and then I did a close-up of me colouring the eyes on this one. I am thrilled that I filmed this, because sometimes other colour tubers will know that when you're doing your colouring in your own time and something turns out beautiful, you want to recreate it on the camera for other people to see. And 9 times out of 10 I want to say that doesn't work for me. It really doesn't. So I think for the fact that I was just sat here and I was talking about everyday life and I wasn't actually making this a tutorial, and it just turned out, but if I'd sat here and made it a tutorial and told you step by step, I probably would have messed them eyes up. But I think they're absolutely beautiful. Really, really, really happy with them. Every single person that I've had come in my house for the past couple of days, I've been saying, look at my picture, look at my picture. I'm dead proud of this one. But the skin was luminance, the hair was polychromos, the shells were polychromos as well, and then the little, they're not raindrops, are they meant to be tears? Just water droplets. I think they were the lumies as well. Yeah, they're just meant to be water droplets, aren't they? Yeah, I'm so happy with this. Some white gel pen as well, just for the highlighted details. Honestly, I'm so happy with this. Eventually, when I get my own colouring area room, I'm going to take this out of the book and frame it. I'm that happy with it. I think she's absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm really thrilled to bits with that one. So, I'm on to... I've got 3 whips that I want to show you. One of them's behind me, so I should have sorted that out actually. So we've got this one from Anacarzon. And I have filmed this from start to finish, but I'm having to do it as a time lapse because it's taking me a little while. And I'm going to do a little voiceover explaining what I'm doing. But I did this one. And this is one of them pages that was completely destroyed because of this side. All the watercolour had leaked through and gone absolutely everywhere. So I'm showing you how I've saved the page. I've not finished it off yet, I still need to do a little bit more detail, but I have filmed it and it is saved on my laptop. I just need to finish the rest of the details and then do a little voiceover, and you'll see how I managed to save it, because yeah, it was quite bad, this actually. It was quite badly damaged and the paper wasn't, it's crinkled, oh yeah, it's all sorts. It was quite difficult to pull this off, but it's not finished yet anyway. So I'm going to use one of them tags, use one of these tags and put that there, and then put that in my whip pile. I just thought it was worth showing this one as well. I did do a tutorial, well, it was a tutorial and a first impressions of this one, just for the background, so I'll leave that linked up here just in case you're interested. And I just based it with some ink tents just to start off. Excuse me, my voice. I need to do that one with ink tents as well. But yeah, I think I'm going to stick with the same sort of colours with that. So I thought it was worth showing you that anyway. And then my very last whip that I started last night and I'm over the moon with is this one, and it is from the Sura. Well, let me find the front cover if I can. I did a flip through, my last video was this is a flip through. I can't pronounce it, but it's this one. and she did feature in Colouring Heaven. But I've got to tell you, even if you've got that Colouring Heaven edition, get this book. The paper is fabulous. I've just used luminance on this so far, and I'm going to base him, he's going to be Geralt off The Witcher. I've already pulled out my silver colours for his hair, some Lumi colours, and I'm going to do that later on tonight. I can't wait. That's why I've added, it was shaded a little bit in these areas, but I've added red to make it look like the scars. But I will test some watercolour as well out in the background, just to let everyone know. But I think this is brilliant. I really enjoyed doing this last night. I love the paper. There's so many good Halloween pictures in this book as well. I'll leave this linked down below. I did buy it off Amazon DU Germany Amazon, but it is available on Boot Depository as well. And I think it is slightly cheaper as well, by about £3 or £4 on Boot Depository. So I'll try my best to find it and leave it linked down below. So, by the looks of it, I've done 13 pictures, and then we've got these 3 whips. I'll be able to get this finished probably tonight, I'm hoping. My husband's off work because it's bank holiday Monday, and then tomorrow we're going to the zoo again. So I won't get any colouring in tomorrow day. So it might be tomorrow evening, maybe I'll finish him. I love him, I absolutely love him. And I don't colour men all that often. So yeah, oh look at that one. See, it's a fabulous Halloweeny boot this, I fully recommend it. But anyway, that is all the pages that I've done this month. I thought it was more than 13, I really did think it was more than 13. But it'll be interesting now, this time next month, when I've got, well, it'll be 2 weeks. It'll be 2 weeks of more time. 2 weeks of more time for me to sit down and colour. So it'll be interesting to see how much I actually do. Anyway, I'm rambling on here. But please do subscribe if you're new. It does help my channel out, and leaving me a comment down below and a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment though of which was your favourite. I'm really interested to see what people think this month. Because like I said, this one from Noctunes is definitely my favourite, and I think she's going to be on my list of top colouring pages. You know what, I've done a lot in her boots, I didn't realise. She reminds me of Khaleesi from Game of Thrones. There she is. So yeah, which one is your favourite of the month? She's going to be my baby. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye.